Hello, and welcome to the Psycho Serene. I'm so glad you've joined me tonight. Perhaps you've had a busy day, or maybe you're the type of person who enjoys unwinding and drifting off to sleep while thinking about the wonders of the universe. Either way, tonight's journey is meant for you. So settle in and let's begin. The vastness of the universe, a journey begins. The universe is a place so vast, it's almost impossible to grasp fully. It stretches out for billions of light years in every direction, with galaxies, stars, planets, and dark matter filling the emptiness. Yet, in all its vastness, there is a quiet harmony. When you look up at the night sky, you are seeing light from stars that have been traveling for millions, even billions of years. The light you see may have started its journey long before the Earth even existed. In this way, each star you see is like a tiny messenger from the past. Imagine standing in the middle of this cosmic ocean where the stars twinkle softly, the blackness of space embraces you, and everything seems still. Space is not a void, but a place filled with potential, calmness, and endless wonder. Stars, the silent luminaries. Stars are born in clouds of gas and dust, in places called nebulae. These nebulae are vast, beautiful clouds that stretch across the universe, and inside them, new stars begin their long life. As these clouds collapse under their own gravity, they begin to heat up. Slowly, the temperature and pressure rise, and eventually, nuclear fusion begins. The star is born. It starts small, but over millions of years, it grows, shining brighter and brighter as it burns through its fuel. Stars live peaceful, steady lives. Some, like our sun, burn for billions of years in a steady, calm manner, providing warmth and light to the planets that orbit them. Others burn much brighter, with more explosive results. But all stars, no matter their size, eventually reach the end of their lives. Some will gently fade away, while others explode in supernovae, sending shock waves of energy across space and enriching the universe with the elements that will form future generations of stars and planets. The Milky Way, our cosmic home. Now let's leave our sun behind for a moment and travel to the Milky Way, the galaxy that we call home. Our galaxy is a vast, swirling spiral composed of over 100 billion stars. The Milky Way is not just a collection of stars, it is a living, breathing entity with stars and gas moving slowly through its spiral arms. The Milky Way has been around for billions of years, and yet it is still evolving. The stars in the Milky Way are not static, they are in constant motion, orbiting the center of the galaxy in an endless dance. Our solar system orbits the center of the Milky Way at a speed of 828,000 kilometers per hour, and yet it takes us about 225 million years to make one full orbit around the galaxy. In a sense, we are always moving through space, even as we sleep, even as the Earth turns beneath us. The expanding universe. As you listen to the sound of my voice, consider this. The universe is expanding. This might seem like a strange thought, but it's true. The galaxies around us are slowly drifting away from each other, and the space between them is growing. This expansion began with the Big Bang, a cosmic event that happened about 13.8 billion years ago. The universe's expansion doesn't mean galaxies are flying apart violently. Rather, the space itself is stretching, causing galaxies to move away from each other at an ever increasing rate. It's a slow, gentle expansion, like a balloon being inflated over billions of years. As you think about this, imagine yourself floating among the stars, feeling peaceful, unhurried. Time moves differently here. The vastness of the universe stretches out before you, yet it all seems serene, unfolding in slow motion. Galaxies, the great cosmic families. As we drift through the universe, we encounter galaxies, which are vast collections of stars, gas, and dust. There are billions of galaxies in the observable universe, each one containing billions of stars. Some galaxies, like the Milky Way, are spiral shaped, while others are elliptical or irregular in shape. But despite their differences, all galaxies are connected by the same forces, gravity and dark matter. These invisible forces pull galaxies together, sometimes causing them to collide and merge. When galaxies collide, the stars inside them don't crash into each other because they are so far apart, but the gravitational forces can cause the galaxies to change shape, creating beautiful new structures. The process of galactic collision is not violent in the way we might imagine, but rather a slow, graceful dance. Over billions of years, galaxies come together, form new structures, and continue their peaceful existence in the grand, ever changing tapestry of the universe. Black holes, silent giants. At the center of many galaxies, including our own Milky Way, lies a supermassive black hole. These black holes are fascinating objects, and though they may sound intimidating, they are also peaceful and incredibly important to the structure of the galaxy. A black hole's gravity is so strong that not even light can escape it, which is why we can't see them directly. However, we can observe the stars near a black hole. As they orbit, they move in strange, fast paths, and this gives us clues about the black hole's size and mass. Even though black holes are often portrayed as destructive, they are not evil or chaotic forces. They exist to maintain balance in the universe, pulling in stars, gas, and dust, and helping to shape the galaxy. The supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way, called Sagittarius A star, may be peaceful, but it plays a crucial role in the dance of stars and galaxies. Nebulae, the birthplaces of stars. Nebulae are the nursery of the stars. These vast, glowing clouds of gas and dust are where new stars are born. They can be as large as entire solar systems, and within their depths, new stars form from the gas and dust that collapse under gravity. Nebulae come in many forms. Some are dark, dense clouds that block the light from behind them. Others are bright and colorful, lit up by the energy of newborn stars. The colors you see in these clouds come from the gases within them, such as hydrogen and oxygen, which glow when excited by the radiation from young stars. As you imagine these stellar nurseries, think about the quiet, gentle process of creation. New stars are born in these cosmic cradles, their light slowly growing brighter as they emerge from the darkness. The life cycle of a galaxy. Just like stars, galaxies go through a life cycle. Some galaxies are born from the merger of smaller galaxies, while others grow over time, pulling in gas and stars from their surroundings. Over billions of years, galaxies change shape, grow larger, and sometimes collide with other galaxies. The Milky Way itself is still growing, slowly absorbing smaller galaxies and adding their stars and gas to its own. One day, it will collide with the Andromeda Galaxy, but this won't happen for another 4.5 billion years. Until then, the Milky Way will continue its peaceful journey, slowly evolving and gathering more material to build new stars and planets. The quiet of the universe. In all of this, there is one thing that stands out above all: the quiet. The universe is vast, but it is not filled with constant noise or chaos. Instead, it is filled with the gentle hum of stars, the slow movement of galaxies, and the peaceful drift of cosmic dust. This quiet is a reminder that everything in the universe is connected. Stars, planets, galaxies, and even the dark matter that surrounds them all play a role in the great dance of the cosmos. Everything is moving, evolving, and changing, but always at its own pace, always in a peaceful rhythm. As you listen to these thoughts, let them guide you into a state of deep relaxation. Let go of any tension or thoughts and just feel the peacefulness of the universe surrounding you. You are a part of this vast, silent expanse. You are a part of the stars, the galaxies, and the cosmic dance. The expansion of the universe, the gentle stretch of space. The universe is not static. It is stretching, expanding, ever growing, yet in the most peaceful, almost imperceptible way. Think about how you feel when you stretch your body in the morning, a slow, gradual stretch that makes everything feel a little more relaxed. That's how the universe is expanding. After the Big Bang, the universe began its expansion, and that expansion continues to this day. Galaxies, stars, and planets are all part of this gentle growth, moving ever so slowly away from one another. This expansion isn't something we notice in our daily lives, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a constant, quiet stretching of the cosmic fabric. As you lay here, listening, picture the universe as a great, expanding balloon with stars and galaxies drifting apart in a calm and orderly way. There's no rush, no urgency, just a steady, eternal expansion that is happening across vast stretches of time. And in this moment, you can let go of any worries, knowing that time itself is stretching at a pace that is much slower and more peaceful than we could ever imagine. The quiet movement of the planets, a silent dance. Let's focus on the planets, those serene wanderers of our solar system. Each planet orbits the sun in a perfect, steady motion, a dance that has been going on for billions of years. Each planet follows its own path, never in a rush, but always moving forward, quietly completing its orbit. Take a moment to think of Earth, where we live, gently revolving around the sun. Our planet is constantly turning, spinning day and night, keeping us anchored to the rhythms of the cosmos. Yet, from our perspective, it seems like everything stays still, the day passing quietly, with the stars above us simply watching this steady motion. The spinning of the Earth, the orbit of the planets, is a reminder that there is calm in motion, peace in progress. The planets move slowly, and gracefully, just as you are moving through this moment, slowly and gracefully towards rest. The mystery of black holes, silent forces in the darkness. We've touched upon black holes earlier, but let's take a moment to delve deeper into their mysterious beauty. These dark, invisible regions of space are created when massive stars collapse under their own gravity. Despite their name, black holes are not in empty spaces, but incredibly dense regions where gravity is so strong that not even light can escape. Even though black holes are powerful forces, they are peaceful in their own way. They don't tear apart at everything around them. Instead, they quietly shape the orbits of nearby stars, guiding them with gentle gravity. Black holes are like cosmic vacuum cleaners, absorbing gas, dust, and stars, but they do it slowly, in a calm and controlled way. Imagine a black hole as a calm, silent force at the center of a galaxy, pulling stars and gas into its embrace, shaping the galaxy from within. It is a reminder that even in the darkest corners of the universe, there is a quiet and graceful order. Everything has its place, even the most mysterious and invisible objects. Nebulae, the cosmic cradles of new stars. Nebulae, those beautiful, colorful clouds of gas and dust, are the birthplaces of stars. These clouds are vast, stretching across the galaxy, and inside them, new stars are being born all the time. The gas and dust collide, compress, and heat up, eventually igniting into new stars. In these nebulae, stars are born with the same gentleness that life begins here on Earth. New stars emerge from the darkness, slowly and peacefully lighting up their surroundings. As the stars form, the nebulae themselves begin to change, their gas and dust being shaped by the forces of creation. Imagine yourself floating near a nebula, watching the colors swirl in slow motion. The reds, blues, and purples mix together, painting the sky with the light of creation. It's a beautiful, calming process, a quiet transformation that happens over thousands of years, all in the calm of the cosmic night, cosmic radiation, the invisible energy of the universe. As we drift through space, we are surrounded by invisible forms of energy. Cosmic radiation, made up of high energy particles from distant stars and supernovae, is constantly passing through us. These particles travel at nearly the speed of light, moving across vast distances, and yet they are so small and fast that we cannot perceive them. But even though we cannot see cosmic radiation, we know it's there. It fills the universe like an invisible sea, providing energy and shaping the formation of galaxies, stars, and planets. In a way, it's like the universe itself is quietly whispering to us, sending tiny ripples through the fabric of space-time. As you lay here, think of the gentle hum of cosmic radiation passing through you. It's a reminder that even in the quietest moments, the universe is always alive, always moving, even if we cannot see it. The age of the universe, a slow, infinite journey. The universe is incredibly old. Scientists estimate that it is about 13.8 billion years old, a span of time so vast it's almost beyond comprehension. When you think about the age of the universe, it's like thinking about a river that has been flowing for billions of years, never stopping, always moving forward, but never rushing. The stars and galaxies we see today are the result of this slow, steady progression. Each galaxy has its own history, its own life cycle, and its own gentle unfolding over billions of years. The galaxies are not static. They grow, evolve, and sometimes collide, just as the universe continues its endless expansion. Imagine yourself drifting in time, watching the slow, eternal unfolding of the universe. Every star you see, every galaxy you observe, is part of this long, peaceful journey. The universe is not in a hurry. It is simply moving, growing, and changing in its own time. The beauty of the night sky, a peaceful canvas. When we look at the night sky, we are seeing a canvas painted with stars, planets, and galaxies. The vastness of space is laid out before us, each star a brushstroke of light, each constellation a pattern drawn over millennia. Imagine the night sky as a giant, peaceful painting. The stars shimmer softly, some closer and brighter, others faint and distant, but all contributing to the beauty of the universe. The constellations, formed by ancient civilizations, are the threads that connect us to the past. These patterns in the sky have guided travelers, inspired stories, and provided a sense of wonder for generations. As you lie here, let the beauty of the night sky fill your mind. Let it guide you into a peaceful sleep, like a quiet lullaby sung by the stars themselves. There's no rush to understand it all. Just enjoy the beauty, the stillness, and the endless possibility that the universe offers. The quiet death of stars, a peaceful transition. The death of a star is often described as a cosmic explosion, but in reality, it's a peaceful transition. Stars go through many phases during their lifetime, and when they reach the end of their journey, it is a slow, steady process. For smaller stars like our Sun, the final act is a gentle shedding of its outer layers, which form a beautiful, glowing cloud known as a planetary nebula. The core left behind becomes a white dwarf, slowly cooling and fading over billions of years. It is a quiet end to a long and peaceful life, leaving behind a legacy in the form of new elements that will go on to form new stars and planets. For more massive stars, their death is more dramatic, but not violent in the way we might think. These stars explode in a supernova, releasing energy and creating heavy elements like iron, gold, and uranium. This moment of cosmic brilliance is not chaotic, but rather the culmination of a star's life, a necessary and peaceful transformation that leads to the formation of new stars, planets, and even life. As you imagine these peaceful transitions, let them remind you that change is often a gentle, inevitable part of life. Just as stars fade away into the universe's vastness, so too can we let go of the stresses and worries of our day. Allow yourself to relax into the natural flow of life, knowing that every ending brings about a new beginning. The great cosmic cycle, rebirth and renewal, stars, galaxies, and even black holes follow a cycle of birth, life, and death. This cycle is an eternal rhythm in the universe, with each phase leading into the next. When a star dies, its elements are scattered into space, and these elements are used to form new stars and planets. The cycle repeats, with each generation of stars creating the next, and so on, in an endless process of cosmic rebirth. This cycle of creation and destruction is a reminder that everything in the universe is interconnected. Just as stars are born from the remnants of earlier generations, we too are part of a larger cycle. The same atoms that form our bodies were once part of stars that lived and died long before us. As you rest, think of yourself as part of this great cosmic cycle. You are made of stardust, a piece of the universe's ongoing story. Each breath you take is a connection to the stars, the galaxies, and the infinite past. There's a peaceful reassurance in knowing that we are part of something so vast, so eternal. The Andromeda Collision, a peaceful union, the Andromeda Galaxy, our closest galactic neighbor, is slowly drifting towards the Milky Way. In about 4.5 billion years, these two great spirals will collide. But don't worry, this collision will not be violent. Stars are so far apart that they will barely touch. Instead, their mutual gravity will gently pull them together, causing the galaxies to merge into a new, larger galaxy. This is a peaceful process, slow, graceful, and inevitable. The collision of Andromeda and the Milky Way is not a catastrophic event, but a natural evolution in the universe's long timeline. Over billions of years, galaxies grow, merge, and evolve. And like the stars within them, these galaxies are just part of a continuous flow, always moving, always changing. Imagine this cosmic dance as Andromeda and the Milky Way gently come together. It's not a violent collision, but a slow, graceful merging of two great cosmic entities. Just as the galaxies will evolve, so too will you continue on your peaceful journey through life, merging your thoughts with the quiet rhythm of the universe. The role of dark matter, the invisible architect, much of the universe is invisible to us. Around 85% of the universe's mass is made up of something we can't see, dark matter. Though we cannot observe dark matter directly, we know it exists because of the way it affects the motion of galaxies. Dark matter acts as an invisible scaffold, holding galaxies together, ensuring their structure remains intact. This hidden force doesn't shine, reflect, or emit any light, but it exerts gravity, and without it, galaxies would fall apart. Dark matter is like the silent hand that keeps everything in place, shaping the universe from behind the scenes. As you relax, think about the hidden forces that shape your life. Just as dark matter quietly governs the movement of galaxies, so too do there are invisible forces in your life, forces that shape your thoughts, actions, and experiences. You don't always see them, but they're there, guiding you along your path. Trust that, just as the universe is held together by invisible forces, your journey is quietly unfolding with gentle guidance. The cosmic web, the structure of the universe. On a grand scale, the universe is not just a collection of isolated galaxies, stars, and planets. It is interconnected by a vast, invisible network known as the cosmic web. This web is a network of galaxies, dark matter, and gas, stretching across the universe in a delicate, web-like structure. Galaxies are not randomly scattered across space. Instead, they are organized into clusters and superclusters, connected by long strands of dark matter. These strands form a delicate web that spans the entire universe. It's like a quiet cosmic lattice, holding everything together, connecting all the galaxies and stars, even if we cannot see it. Imagine the cosmic web as a vast, invisible net that ties everything together. Each galaxy, star, and planet is a knot in this web, gently connected to every other part of the universe. It's a reminder that even when we feel distant or alone, we are part of something much larger, something interconnected and peaceful. The beauty of nebulae, the birthplaces of stars. Nebulae are among the most beautiful and peaceful objects in the universe. These vast clouds of gas and dust are the birthplaces of stars, where new stars are created over millions of years. The colors you see in a nebula are the result of light from young stars illuminating the gas and dust, creating glowing clouds of red, blue, and purple. Imagine drifting gently through a nebula, surrounded by swirling clouds of gas, soft light, and beautiful colors. This is where new life is formed, where the elements of the universe are created, and where stars are born in the quiet of space. The nebula is a symbol of new beginnings, a peaceful, slow process of creation that continues, unnoticed by most, but essential to the life of the galaxy. The harmony of the planets, the dance of the solar system. The planets in our solar system orbit the sun in a peaceful, synchronized dance. Each planet follows its own orbit, moving at its own pace, yet all of them work together to create a stable and peaceful system. The gravitational pull of the sun keeps the planets in line, while the planet's own gravity keeps everything in balance. As you picture this peaceful dance, imagine yourself floating above the solar system, watching the planets move gracefully around the sun. Each planet is like a dancer, moving in harmony with the others, creating a beautiful, steady rhythm. The sun, though immense, is calm and steady. It doesn't rush, it simply shines, providing warmth and light to the planets. As you think about the planet's quiet journey around the sun, let your own breath become part of that rhythm. Breathe slowly, deeply, and feel the peaceful motion of the universe as it moves around you, the quiet growth of galaxies. Galaxies are not static, but they grow, evolve, and change over time. The process of galactic growth is slow but steady. As galaxies age, they gather new material, gas, dust, and even entire galaxies through cosmic interactions. Some galaxies, like the Milky Way, are still growing. They acquire gas from the intergalactic medium and even capture smaller galaxies in their gravitational embrace. These smaller galaxies, sometimes called satellite galaxies, are gradually absorbed into the larger ones, adding new stars and elements to the galaxy's structure. Imagine watching a galaxy grow slowly but surely. It gathers material over billions of years, quietly and gently expanding its spiral arms, drawing in stars and dust, and weaving them into its ever evolving structure. Even though we can't see it happening with our eyes, galaxies are quietly changing, always moving forward in the peaceful flow of time. The formation of planets, from dust to worlds. Planet formation is a serene process taking place over millions of years. It begins in the swirling disks of gas and dust that surround young stars. These disks, known as protoplanetary disks, contain the ingredients necessary for the creation of planets. As the dust particles in these disks collide, They slowly stick together, forming larger and larger objects. These objects eventually become planetesimals, the building blocks of planets. Over time, these planetesimals collide and merge, eventually forming full fledged planets. Imagine a cloud of gas and dust swirling gently around a young star. Within this cloud, tiny particles of dust begin to clump together, slowly becoming something larger. Over time, these small specks of dust will become massive planets, each one a unique world in its own right. Some will become rocky like Earth, others will become gas giants like Jupiter, and still others will remain frozen as icy worlds in the far reaches of the solar system. Cosmic dust, the building blocks of the universe. Although it may seem insignificant, cosmic dust plays a crucial role in the universe. This dust, made up of tiny particles of matter, is spread throughout space and is involved in many processes, from the formation of new stars to the creation of planets. Cosmic dust exists in the space between stars, where it is caught in the gravitational pull of galaxies. It also exists in the form of comets, asteroids, and planetary rings. Even our own solar system contains a vast amount of dust, particularly in the form of the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Imagine cosmic dust as the small, delicate pieces that make up the fabric of the universe. It may seem like a minor detail, but this dust is integral to the formation of everything we see in the night sky. It's a peaceful reminder that even the smallest pieces of matter contribute to the beauty and wonder of the universe. The shape of space, the curvature of the universe. Space, despite being vast and seemingly endless, is not flat. It is curved. This curvature, discovered by Albert Einstein, is a result of the mass of stars, planets, and galaxies bending the fabric of space-time around them. This bending creates what we call gravity, the force that keeps planets in orbit and causes light to bend around massive objects. Imagine the universe as a giant, smooth, curved sheet. The planets and stars are like marbles sitting on this sheet, causing it to bend. The larger the object, the more it bends the space around it. This curvature is responsible for everything we see in the sky, from the movement of the planets to the bending of light near black holes. As you think about the shape of space, picture it as a gentle curve, with the stars and planets moving peacefully along its surface. The universe is not a flat plane, but a smoothly curved space where gravity bends and shapes everything within it. The universe's background glow, the cosmic microwave background. Even though space seems empty, it is filled with a faint, steady glow that comes from the earliest moments of the universe. This glow is known as the cosmic microwave background, CMB. The CMB is the afterglow of the Big Bang, the faint heat left behind by the explosion that created the universe. The cosmic microwave background is present everywhere in space, and it offers scientists a glimpse into the early universe. It's like a photograph of the universe just after its birth, frozen in time. This glow is incredibly faint and stretches across the entire sky, barely detectable by the naked eye, but its presence is undeniable. As you relax, think of this faint background glow as the universe's quiet heartbeat. It's a reminder that the universe has a history, one that stretches back billions of years, and even in the quietest moments, it continues to hum with the energy of creation. The quiet motion of our solar system, much like the stars and galaxies, is always in motion. The planets orbit the sun in their own gentle paths, and the entire solar system is slowly drifting through the Milky Way. We are not stationary, but instead are part of a cosmic dance that stretches across the universe. The sun, while stationary in relation to our planets, is itself moving through space. It orbits the center of the Milky Way at an astonishing speed of 828,000 kilometers per hour, and yet it takes the sun over 225 million years to complete just one full orbit. This long journey through the galaxy is known as a galactic year. Imagine our solar system moving slowly and peacefully through the stars, drifting through the vast expanse of space. There's no rush, no sense of urgency, just a quiet, steady movement that has been happening for billions of years. As you think about this slow motion, let it remind you that time in the universe is long and steady, moving at its own pace, just like the planets that orbit the sun. The vastness of time, cosmic years, and galactic lifetimes. Time in the universe moves slowly, and on a cosmic scale, a year is not what we experience on Earth. A galactic year, for example, is the time it takes for our solar system to orbit the center of the Milky Way, a journey that takes approximately 225 million years. Even the life cycle of stars occurs over vast timescales. Some stars burn for billions of years, while others live only a few million years before they exhaust their fuel. The age of a galaxy can be measured in billions of years, with galaxies evolving over the course of countless cosmic years. As you think about time on this vast scale, let it remind you that everything in the universe unfolds slowly and steadily. The stars live long lives, galaxies evolve over billions of years, and even the planets in our solar system follow their slow orbits year after year, always moving forward at their own pace. Imagine time as a river flowing slowly and steadily. Every star, planet, and galaxy is a drop in this river, carried along by the peaceful current of the cosmos. As you drift off to sleep, feel yourself becoming a part of this endless, serene flow of time, the quiet expansion of the universe stretching forever. The universe is expanding, stretching out at an ever increasing rate. This expansion began with the Big Bang, and it continues today, with galaxies slowly drifting away from each other. This expansion is not something we can feel directly, but it is happening all around us on a cosmic scale. Space itself is stretching, causing galaxies to move further apart. This expansion is not violent or chaotic, but rather a gentle, steady stretching that has been happening for billions of years. It's like the universe itself is slowly growing, expanding into the vast emptiness of space. Imagine the universe as a balloon, gently inflating, causing the stars and galaxies to drift further apart. There's no rush, no urgency, just a peaceful, quiet growth. As you relax, think of this expansion as a natural process, unfolding slowly and gently, much like your own journey into sleep. The quiet light of stars, a glimpse of the past. When we look at stars, we are not just seeing their present light, we are looking into the past. Some of the stars we see in the night sky may have exploded in supernovae long ago, their light taking millions of years to reach us. In essence, the stars are showing us moments of their history, frozen in time. As you relax, think about the light from distant stars traveling through space, crossing vast distances to reach you. Some stars are so far away that their light takes billions of years to arrive. The light you see tonight may have started its journey before Earth even existed. This light is a reminder that time in the universe is vast, and the stars we see tonight are not just shining in the present moment. They are carrying with them stories from the past, telling us about their lives, their births, and their deaths. The stars are peaceful messengers, silently speaking across the ages. The infinite beauty of the night sky. When you look up at the night sky, you are witnessing the beauty of the universe. The stars, planets, and galaxies stretch out before you in a cosmic tapestry, each one a small part of something much larger. The night sky is a reflection of the universe's vastness and the peaceful order that governs it. Imagine the sky as a canvas painted with stars and galaxies, each one a unique brushstroke in a grand, eternal masterpiece. The beauty of the night sky is not just in what we see, but in the peacefulness that it brings. The stars twinkle quietly, the galaxies swirl gently, and the universe itself hums with a calm, steady rhythm. As you drift off to sleep, let the beauty of the night sky fill your mind. There is no rush in the universe, only the slow, steady unfolding of time. You are a part of this peaceful journey, connected to the stars, the galaxies, and the infinite beauty of the cosmos. The quiet movement of the sun. Our sun, like all stars, is always in motion. While it may seem stationary in our sky, the sun is actually moving through the galaxy at a staggering speed. It orbits the center of the Milky Way, traveling through space at a speed of approximately 828,000 kilometers per hour. But despite this incredible speed, it takes the sun around 225 million years to complete just one full orbit of the galaxy. This motion is not hurried or chaotic. The sun follows a steady, predictable path, quietly moving through the galaxy, carrying the solar system along with it. Its gravitational pull keeps the planets in orbit, ensuring the balance of the solar system remains intact. As you drift off to sleep, think about the sun's peaceful journey through the galaxy. It's a reminder that despite the immense speed, everything in the universe just moves in its own time, at its own pace. Just as the sun moves slowly and steadily through space, you too can allow yourself to move at your own pace, finding comfort and peace in the rhythm of your breath. The hidden forces of gravity. The invisible hand, gravity, is one of the most mysterious and yet essential forces in the universe. It's the invisible hand that holds everything together, from the smallest atoms to the largest galaxies. Gravity pulls stars, planets, and even light towards objects with mass. It's the reason why we stay firmly rooted to Earth, why the moon orbits our planet, and why galaxies spiral inward. Despite its strength, gravity is incredibly gentle, working quietly to shape the universe. Stars are born, planets are formed, and galaxies are held together by this invisible force. Without gravity, the universe as we know it would not exist. Imagine gravity as a soft, invisible thread connecting everything in the universe. It's a peaceful force, gentle yet powerful, pulling everything into a quiet harmony. As you lay here, let the pull of gravity remind you of your own connection to the universe, a force that keeps you grounded, connected, and at peace, the hidden beauty of the moon, a silent guardian. The moon, our closest neighbor in space, has been a silent companion to Earth for billions of years. It doesn't make noise or demand attention, but it has a profound impact on life here. The moon's gravity influences the tides, causing the oceans to ebb and flow in a gentle rhythm. Its phases, from new moon to full moon, have guided timekeeping, farming cycles, and cultural rituals throughout human history. The moon's surface is covered in craters, scars from impacts that happened long ago, and yet it remains calm and steady, a silent sentinel in the night sky. It doesn't rush, it follows its orbit with precision, always in step with Earth's own rotation. Picture yourself on a quiet evening, gazing up at the moon as it glows softly in the sky. The moon's light is peaceful, illuminating the night with a gentle glow. It's a reminder that even in the stillness of space, there is beauty and serenity, and everything moves in its own perfect time. The mysteries of comets, visitors from the outer reaches. Comets are ancient visitors from the outer reaches of the solar system. These icy bodies have been traveling through space for billions of years, slowly making their way through the solar system, leaving behind tails of gas and dust as they approach the sun. Comets are thought to be remnants from the early solar system, carrying the building blocks of life, water, organic molecules, and other essential elements. As they pass close to the sun, their ices begin to vaporize, creating their characteristic tails. These tails are actually a byproduct of the sun's heat, and yet they shimmer and glow, reflecting the light from millions of miles away. Imagine a comet slowly traveling through space, its tail trailing behind it like a soft, glowing ribbon. It moves quietly, gently through the dark, a peaceful wanderer in the vastness of the solar system. Comets remind us that there is so much we still don't understand about the universe, and that the quiet beauty of these visitors is something we can admire, even if we can't fully grasp their origin. The vast expanse of dark matter, the invisible backbone of the universe. While most of the universe is made up of visible matter, there is an even greater portion that is invisible. This is dark matter, a mysterious substance that makes up about 85% of the mass of the universe. Though we cannot see dark matter directly, we can observe its effects through gravity. Dark matter is believed to exist in vast halos surrounding galaxies, and it helps to hold galaxies together by exerting its gravitational pull. Even though dark matter is invisible, it plays a crucial role in shaping the universe. It's like the scaffolding that supports the structure of the cosmos, quietly working behind the scenes to maintain balance and order. Without dark matter, galaxies would fly apart, unable to stay bound together by gravity. As you relax, think of dark matter as the invisible thread that connects everything in the universe. It's there, working quietly, silently supporting the structure of galaxies and the movement of stars. Just like dark matter, there are forces in your life that may not be visible, but they shape your journey and keep you grounded. You are part of the universe's quiet, invisible flow. The tranquil beauty of the night sky, a cosmic canvas. When you look at the night sky, you are seeing a vast, endless canvas painted with stars, galaxies, and nebulae. The beauty of the night sky is not just in what we see, but in what we don't see, the quiet expanse of space that stretches out before us. This canvas is filled with wonder and mystery, but it also provides a sense of calm and stillness. The stars are like tiny brushstrokes of light scattered across the sky. Some are bright and close, while others are faint and distant. Each star has its own story, its own history, and yet all of them share the same peaceful sky. Imagine the sky as a peaceful work of art, an endless painting that is constantly changing and evolving. The stars move slowly, galaxies drift silently, and nebulae glow softly in the distance. As you rest, let this image of the night sky fill your mind, a serene, peaceful expanse that will guide you to sleep. The quiet influence of the sun's solar wind. The sun's solar wind is a stream of charged particles that flows out from the sun, sweeping through the solar system and beyond. While we don't feel this wind on Earth, it plays an important role in shaping the space environment around us. The solar wind creates the beautiful auroras we see at the poles, and it also interacts with the magnetic fields of planets, shaping the weather and conditions in space. The solar wind is gentle, like a soft breeze, but it is incredibly powerful when it interacts with other objects in space. It pushes against the solar system, carrying particles and energy from the sun across vast distances. Imagine the solar wind as a quiet, invisible force that moves slowly through space, gently interacting with the planets and stars. It's a reminder that even in the quietest moments, the universe is full of movement and energy, flowing gently like a breeze. The echoes of the Big Bang, the universe's first sounds. When the Big Bang occurred, it was not only the birth of the universe, but it also created the first sounds, or more accurately, the first waves of energy that traveled through space. These waves, known as cosmic microwave background radiation, are the remnants of the Big Bang and can still be detected today. Though we cannot hear these sounds with our ears, they are a fundamental part of the universe's early history. These echoes of the Big Bang are a faint but constant reminder that the universe began in a moment of great energy and expansion, and that the universe has been slowly evolving ever since. Imagine these early sounds as gentle ripples in the fabric of space-time. They are a quiet, distant memory of the universe's birth, still present in the background of everything we see and feel. As you listen to the sound of my voice, think of these cosmic waves as the foundation of everything, a peaceful hum that continues to echo through the universe even as we sleep. The peaceful dance of binary stars. In the vastness of space, some stars don't go through their journey alone. They are part of binary star systems, where two stars orbit each other in a quiet, graceful dance. These stars are bound by gravity, moving in tandem, their paths intertwined like two dancers flowing in harmony across the sky. Binary stars are incredibly common in the universe, and yet their dance remains mostly invisible to us on Earth. We can only observe their movements from afar, watching as they orbit each other slowly in perfect synchronization. These stars share their energy, and as they age, they can exchange material through their gravity, creating even more complex relationships. Imagine two stars slowly moving around each other, their light twinkling as they pass by. It's a peaceful, eternal dance, a slow, steady movement that has been happening for billions of years. As you relax, think about this quiet rhythm of binary stars, their gentle orbits creating a harmony that has lasted through the ages. The quiet interactions of moons and planets. Moons, the loyal companions of planets, are another fascinating part of the universe's peaceful rhythm. Many planets in our solar system have moons, some small, some large, and these moons orbit their planets in gentle, circular paths. Some moons, like our own moon, are large and have a noticeable impact on the planet they orbit, while others are tiny and almost invisible. The gravitational pull between moons and planets creates a delicate balance, and their interactions help shape the behavior of both objects. Moons cause tides on Earth, pulling the oceans in and out with the gentle rhythm of their orbits. They also help stabilize their planet's axis, contributing to the stability of the climate over millions of years. Imagine the moon slowly orbiting Earth, pulling on the oceans with a quiet force. The tides rise and fall, a gentle reminder of the interconnectedness between planets and their moons. These movements are constant, subtle, and peaceful, like the rhythm of your own breathing, steady and calming, the nature of light, traveling across the universe. Light is the fastest thing in the universe, traveling at 299,792 kilometers per second. Despite its speed, the light we see from distant stars has taken years, centuries, or even millions of years to reach us. When you look at the stars, you're not just seeing them as they are now, but as they were when the light first began its journey. The speed of light allows us to see far into the universe, but it also means that when we look at distant stars, we are actually looking back in time. The farther away a star is, the older the light is that reaches us. Some of the stars we see in the night sky may have exploded in supernovae long before Earth even existed, and yet we still see their light, frozen in time. As you relax, think about the light from distant stars. Imagine it traveling across the universe, moving at an incredible speed, carrying with it the history of the cosmos. Each beam of light is like a whisper from the past, quietly crossing space, bringing with it the stories of stars long gone, the calm of the cosmic void. Space may appear empty, but it is not truly void. There is still matter, dark matter, and radiation that permeate every corner of the universe. However, the vast expanses between galaxies and stars, known as the cosmic voids, are some of the most peaceful, quiet places in the universe. The cosmic voids are not empty. They are full of the quiet energy of the universe. These regions are not devoid of matter entirely, but the density of galaxies and stars here is incredibly low. It's like the silent gaps between the notes of a beautiful symphony, empty but not lacking. These voids are simply another part of the universe's vast, peaceful structure. As you drift off to sleep, imagine the stillness of these cosmic voids, vast expanses of space where galaxies are few and the quiet energy of the universe flows gently through. The voids are peaceful, a reminder that space is not just filled with stars, but also with the quiet balance of emptiness. The influence of gravitational waves, the ripples in space-time. Gravitational waves are ripples in space-time caused by the movement of massive objects, such as colliding black holes or neutron stars. These waves travel at the speed of light, stretching and compressing the fabric of space-time itself. They are like the soft ripples caused by a stone thrown into a pond, only in this case, the ripples affect space-time itself. Although gravitational waves are nearly impossible to detect without specialized instruments, their presence has been confirmed by scientists who've measured the tiny distortions in space-time they create. These waves allow us to listen to the echoes of distant cosmic events, the quiet crashes of black holes, the merging of neutron stars. Picture these waves as soft, gentle ripples spreading across the fabric of the universe. They travel silently, without noise, but they carry the stories of events that happened billions of light years away. They are a subtle reminder that even in the vast expanse of space, there are forces moving silently, shaping the universe in ways we are only beginning to understand. The beauty of the Hubble Deep Field, a window into the past. In 1995, the Hubble Space Telescope took a photograph of a small patch of the sky, less than the size of a grain of sand held at arm's length. What seemed like an empty patch of sky turned out to be teeming with galaxies. The Hubble Deep Field revealed thousands of galaxies, each one containing billions of stars, many of which had formed billions of years ago. This image is a window into the past, showing us galaxies in their infancy, when the universe was still young. The galaxies in the Hubble Deep Field are among the most distant objects ever observed, and their light has traveled for billions of years to reach us. As you picture this deep field of stars and galaxies, imagine looking into the heart of the universe itself. Each galaxy is like a small piece of a cosmic puzzle, showing us the universe's earliest days. The light from these galaxies is ancient, carrying with it the quiet history of the cosmos. The Hubble Deep Field reminds us of the universe's vastness and the peace of its endless growth. The eternal nature of the universe, a never ending journey. The universe is often described as having a beginning, the Big Bang, and it will someday have an end, though that end is billions of years away. But even as the universe evolves, its journey is not one of finality. The universe is eternal in its own way. The energy and matter that make up everything we see, from the smallest particles to the largest galaxies, are constantly transforming and being reused in new ways. Just as stars are born and die, galaxies evolve, and life on Earth is constantly changing, the universe itself is on an eternal journey. It will continue to expand, grow, and evolve for billions of years to come. Even as the stars fade and new ones are born, the story of the universe will never truly end. Imagine the universe as a river, constantly flowing, never stopping. The river may change course, and the water may take on new forms, but the flow never ceases. In the same way, the universe is in a constant state of change, yet it remains eternal, a peaceful journey that continues through time. The silent whispers of the universe, the cosmic symphony. The universe is full of sound, but not in the way we usually think. Space itself is a vacuum, which means sound waves cannot travel through it. Yet, the universe hums with a quiet, invisible symphony. This sound is created by the movement of stars, the collision of galaxies, and the quiet vibrations that ripple through space time. Even though we cannot hear it, this cosmic symphony is always playing in the background, and we are part of it. The universe's rhythm is felt rather than heard, like the heartbeat of all existence. Every star, every planet, every galaxy, and every black hole contributes to the universal hum. Imagine yourself listening to this quiet symphony as you drift off to sleep. The stars are playing their own quiet melodies, galaxies are moving to the beat, and you are a part of this peaceful cosmic song. The quiet persistence of time, a flow across the universe. Time in the universe is not a constant. While we experience time as linear, with a beginning and an end, time in the universe is much more fluid. The rate of time changes depending on where you are. Near a massive object like a black hole, time slows down, while on the edges of the universe, it may move faster. This subtle variation in the flow of time adds to the peaceful nature of the cosmos. Time is not a strict, unforgiving force, but one that gently flows, shaping the lives of stars, galaxies, and everything in between. As you relax, think about how time is moving around you, slow, steady, but with a quiet persistence. Time is not something to worry about or measure in the way we often do. In the universe, it is simply another flow, another rhythm, guiding everything forward, like a river flowing gently toward its distant, unknown ocean. The quiet influence of the sun's solar wind. The sun not only provides us with warmth and light, but also sends out a constant stream of particles known as solar wind. This stream of charged particles flows through the solar system at speeds of up to 1.6 million kilometers per hour. It's invisible to our eyes, but it shapes the environment around us. The solar wind stretches all the way out to the edge of the solar system, where it meets the interstellar medium. It influences the shape of the heliosphere, a bubble of charged particles that surrounds our solar system. While we cannot feel this wind directly, it interacts with planets, including Earth, and creates the beautiful auroras at the poles. Imagine the solar wind as an invisible breath of air gently moving through the solar system, touching everything in its path. It's a quiet, steady presence that influences the planets and their atmospheres, shaping the space we live in. The solar wind moves slowly, like a soft breeze across the surface of a lake, with no rush and no urgency. Let this image of the peaceful solar wind fill your mind as you relax and drift toward sleep. The hidden stars of the halo. Surrounding the Milky Way lies a mysterious, dimly lit region known as the galaxy's halo. This halo is not made up of stars that we can easily see with our naked eyes, but it contains ancient, dim stars and vast clouds of gas and dark matter. These stars are among the oldest in the galaxy, some of them even older than the Milky Way itself. The stars in the halo are scattered far from the galaxy's center, moving slowly in wide orbits. They are like ancient travelers, floating peacefully in the outskirts of the galaxy, untouched by the changes happening in the spiral arms. Their slow, deliberate orbits remind us of the peaceful age of the galaxy, and their faint light offers a calm, distant glow. As you think about these stars in the halo, let them represent the quiet, slow moving elements of the universe. They don't rush or push toward the center. Instead, they follow their own steady course, always moving forward at their own pace. Just like these stars, you too can find peace in knowing that everything unfolds in its own time. The long life of red giants. Some stars live long lives, but eventually they all exhaust their fuel. When a star like our sun nears the end of its life, it swells into a red giant. Red giants are massive stars that burn cooler than the sun, but shine with a red orange hue. During this phase, the star expands to many times its original size, gently enveloping the planets in its path. Though it might seem like a dramatic change, the transformation into a red giant is a slow and peaceful process, taking millions of years. The star doesn't explode or flare violently, but rather expands steadily. Eventually, the outer layers of the red giant are shed into space, creating beautiful nebulae, while the core becomes a white dwarf. Imagine watching a red giant expand slowly, its surface glowing softly in the darkness of space. The process is calm, gradual, and steady. There is no rush, only a slow evolution as the star prepares for the next phase of its life. This peaceful transformation is a reminder that growth and change, even on a cosmic scale, don't need to happen quickly. Like the red giant, you can take your time and move at your own pace, evolving and growing steadily. The soundless symphony of cosmic radiation. Even though space itself is a vacuum and cannot carry sound, the universe is alive with different forms of energy that ripple through space. One of the most important of these is cosmic radiation, high energy particles that travel through space at nearly the speed of light. They come from distant stars, galaxies, and even black holes, and although we cannot hear them, they pass through us constantly. These particles, invisible to the human eye, are like the hidden notes of a cosmic symphony playing softly in the background of the universe. They're not loud or chaotic, but they carry stories from across the cosmos, giving us glimpses of far off events. In a sense, cosmic radiation is the music of the universe, silent yet powerful. Imagine these invisible waves moving quietly through space, like the subtle hum of a universe full of hidden energies. As you relax, think of cosmic radiation as the soft, unspoken song of the stars. It's always there, quietly passing through space and time, waiting to tell its story to those who listen. The calm birth of new stars in stellar nurseries. Stars are not born in empty space. They emerge from vast clouds of gas and dust called nebula, which act as stellar nurseries. Within these nebulae, the material begins to collapse under its own gravity, and over time, the core of the cloud becomes hot enough to ignite nuclear fusion. This marks the birth of a new star. The process is gradual and gentle. Stars don't just spring to life in an instant. They form over millions of years, slowly heating up and growing brighter as they gather mass from their surroundings. The surrounding gas and dust often glow with the light from newborn stars, creating stunning displays of color that illuminate the nebula. Picture yourself drifting gently through one of these stellar nurseries, surrounded by glowing clouds of gas and dust. The atmosphere is calm, filled with the potential for new life. The stars are being born quietly, their light slowly growing stronger as they emerge from their cosmic cradles. Just like the stars, you too are born from quiet beginnings, and like them, you have the potential to grow and shine steadily. The quiet influence of the cosmic microwave background. The cosmic microwave background, CMB, is the faint glow left over from the Big Bang. It is one of the oldest and most important relics in the universe, providing scientists with clues about the early stages of the cosmos. The CMB is a soft, even light that fills all of space, giving us a snapshot of the universe when it was just 380,000 years old. Though we cannot see this glow with our eyes, it permeates every part of the universe. It is like the echo of the universe's birth, still present in the background of everything. It reminds us that the universe has a deep history, stretching back to its very beginning. The CMB is calm, evenly distributed, and peaceful, offering a quiet connection to the distant past. As you relax, think of the cosmic microwave background as the universe's heartbeat, a gentle, rhythmic pulse that continues across the ages, soft and steady. It's a reminder that the universe, in all its vastness, is always connected, always steady, and always unfolding at its own pace. The silent winding down of stars in the halo in the outer regions of galaxies, there exists a population of older stars that move slowly and gracefully through space. These stars, found in the galaxy's halo, are some of the first to have formed and are often much older than the stars in the galactic disk. They drift in wide, slow orbits around the galaxy's center, far from the action in the spiral arms where new stars are born. These stars have already lived their lives, shining steadily for billions of years. They've reached the end of their star formation processes and are now in their final stages of evolution. The peaceful, steady movements of these stars remind us that not all stars are born with a flash of brilliance. Some take their time, shining gently until the very end. Picture these ancient stars moving in quiet orbits through space, their light dimming slowly as they fade away. They represent the peaceful, inevitable winding down of life, a natural part of the cosmic cycle. Like them, you too can find peace in knowing that life moves in its own time, without need for rush or haste. The end of the universe, a peaceful quietude. The universe has a long journey ahead of it. Though we can only see a fraction of the cosmos in our lifetimes, we know that, eventually, the stars will burn out. Over the next 100 billion years, most stars will have consumed their fuel, and the universe will enter a dark, quiet phase, known as the degenerate era. In this distant future, the universe will be a cold, dark place where only the faintest remnants of stars remain. But this quiet, slow decline will be peaceful. It is not a violent end, but a natural conclusion to the cycle of the universe. The last of the stars will burn their final fuel, and then, slowly, the universe will be filled with an eternal, tranquil darkness. Though this may sound like an ending, it is simply another phase in the universe's eternal journey. The cosmos will eventually settle into a deep, quiet sleep, waiting for the next cycle of creation to begin. Imagine this peaceful future where the stars have long since faded and the universe rests in a calm, endless quiet. As you drift off to sleep, think of the universe resting after a long journey, a gentle reminder that even in its quiet moments, the universe is at peace. Conclusion: the endless journey of the universe and you. And so, as we reach the end of our cosmic journey, remember this: the universe is vast and ancient, yet it moves slowly, steadily, and peacefully from the birth of stars to the quiet expansion of galaxies. Everything in the universe unfolds at its own pace. You too are part of this peaceful flow, moving through life at your own rhythm. As you close your eyes tonight, remember that you are connected to the stars, the galaxies, and the infinite wonders of the universe. There is no rush, only a slow, steady unfolding of time, and you are a part of it. Good night, and may the stars watch over you, guiding you into peaceful sleep.